Something changed in me this weekend. I've had good weekends before and good times before, but not like this. This was the first time I can honestly say I was fully present as a dad. No numbing, no escaping, just connection. With my boys, with my friends, with myself. And I want to tell you exactly what happened because I think a lot of dads out there are craving this. They just don't know how to name it yet. Let me back up for a second. Because if you knew me a few years ago, or even just last summer, this kind of weekend would have looked a lot different. I'd still be there physically, I'd still be on the beach, I'd be around the fire, I'd be smiling and chatting. But inside, I'd be slipping. A few drinks in, and I'd drift into the past, thinking about stuff that used to hurt me. Regret, old resentment, things I couldn't control. Or I'd flip into the future, getting anxious about everything I hadn't done yet. And that's when I'd pour another drink, and another, and I'd start disconnecting from the very thing I love most, my kids. Not in a dramatic way, just in little ways. Zoning out, not really listening, thinking more about myself than about them. And I'd wake up the next morning foggy, tired, short tempered, and trying to pretend like I wasn't. But this weekend was different. We were up at Oak Lake, my boys, me, and some close friends. And something clicked. I didn't feel that urge to escape. I didn't need to let loose like I was 20 again. I just wanted to be there with my boys, watching them laugh, run, swim, build sandcastles. Chase was in heaven on his electric scooter, couldn't stop talking about it all weekend, and he still can't stop. My little man Luke got to drive a boat, and man, you should have seen his face light up. He even had the video camera out capturing moments, being his charismatic little self. And instead of thinking about myself the whole time, I just paid attention to them, noticing how they were growing into these funny, smart, thoughtful little humans. And I didn't want to miss a second. And it wasn't just my boys. I had some of my deepest conversations I've ever had with the guys too. On Grant's porch at his cabin, we talked about life, healing, purpose, and what comes after these Parkinson's symptoms. Out on Blake's pontoon boat, just floating on the lake, we had real, meaningful chats about where we're at in life. And with my man Jeff, that hit deep. He lost his wife to cancer, and not long after that, he was diagnosed with testicular cancer himself. And he told me something I'll never forget. He said, I used to constantly think about cancer before I even got it. And that's when I brought up Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill. How our thoughts carry energy, and that energy shapes our reality. He sat there in silence, just letting it sink in. That moment was sacred. Like we were both waking up to something bigger. Looking back now, I didn't realize how much energy I was wasting before. trying to control everything, trying to be the man, overthinking, over drinking, overreacting. And I didn't realize how much vitality is available when you just let go. The strange thing is, I still drank this weekend. I had a few beers and a few whiskeys, but I never lost myself in it. I didn't spiral. I didn't check out. I woke up clear headed, energized, and present. And I think that's because my intention was different. I wasn't drinking to forget or to run. I was just there, rooted in the moment. And the moment took care of me. When I got home, I sat under my thinking tree in the backyard. The same tree where I've had a lot of deep reflections. And I felt it again. This buzzing in my spine, this energy moving through my body like electricity. I was vibrating, but not in an anxious way, in a deeply alive way. That's when I realized I've changed. I'm raising my baseline. My old patterns don't run the show anymore. And what I'm building now, it's not just for me, it's for my kids. If you're a dad watching this and you've ever felt like you're drifting through the motions, I want you to know it doesn't have to stay that way. You don't have to quit everything cold turkey or become some spiritual monk overnight. You just have to start choosing presence. Choose to notice. Choose to care. Choose to connect. The rest will just follow. And if you want a place to start, I made something just for guys like us. It's called the 7-Day Presence Protocol. Simple daily practices that help you reconnect with your mind, your breath, your purpose, and most of all, your family. You can grab it in the link below. And hey, don't forget to subscribe. There's more of this kind of content coming, and I'm building a new kind of life. And if you're ready to build one too, you're in the right place. And as always, if you find value in this content, please buy me a coffee. Just scan that QR code right there. Much love. Thank you. I'm Scott Paskowitz. No time like the presence. Let's go, baby.